Okay, I'm just trying a thing while I exercise. And I'm live on Facebook right now. And so if you hear Jeannie or you hear Caitlin or you hear Gregory in the background or one of the cats comes up and gets curious, well, that's just how it goes. So, hi Colleen, how you doing? So, if you want to talk about something in particular, you want me to talk about something in particular, go ahead, because this is going to go on for about an hour. I'm doing an hour of it now, and I'm going to do 25 minutes later. I don't know if I'm going to do the other 25 minutes live. I know this thing keeps coming in front of my face, but I'm not adjusting it because, well, I don't want to stop exercising. So, this thing is really low impact. It's something I can do, and, you know, that I can't add any on camera right now because that would require me stopping, and I'm not going to do that. But I don't know if I can see what you guys say or what. I can see that you're joining, but I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can bring chat. I'm going to stop for just a second and see if I can bring. Oh, I can write stuff. I don't know. I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. Get that shit done, homie. I can see that. So I can see your comments. If you have anything to comment, you have anything you want to talk about, go ahead and write it. I'll, talk about it. But this is me doing my thing so I can lose 2 pounds a week through exercise. And talk while I'm doing it. I actually, if this works out, hi baby, how you doing? If this works out, I'll do it live every day, which would be cool. Maybe I get to know you, maybe you get to know me. Maybe I'll do a thing in the beginning to add you guys on camera and make it into some kind of hangout. I never tried that before. Hi Julie, how you doing? So, I don't know, I got off the phone with my mom a little bit ago. We talked about how horrible Trump was. That's my mom. She hates him. So, I don't know if I want to talk politics for an hour, but I could. Let's see. Fireside chat. Oh goodness. You want to hear what I want to do for the country? Is that what you want to hear, Colleen? What I would do for the country? Oh man. Well, first thing is I would bring a science-minded, rational approach to just about everything. Obviously, not everything can be addressed scientifically. Like the arts, for example. I mean, there's science to arts, there's aesthetics, things like that. But you can't bring everything to science. But climate change, I agree with Bernie Sanders when he says it's the number one threat to every nation. I think we need to address that. I think we need to look at that. So, green energy would be the first thing. Matter of fact, I think it would be a good idea for Tesla right now to look at helping to rebuild Puerto Rico and put a Tesla roof on every home. I think we could come up with funding for that. Of course, Trump's in the way of that, but if we had funding for it, if we had a better president, we could get them going on green energy. We could get them going on wind turbines. We can get them going on solar. It'd be a good place for it. Tesla roofs would be really strong. I know there's some hurricane-resistant housing out there. David, outlaw bras. Well, I think I'd leave that up to women, whether they want to wear them or not. That's totally up to them. It's not my decision. It's not my body. That's how I feel about that. Kind of like with abortion, not my body. Should be a decision between women and their doctor. As far as bras go, it's just a fashion choice, whatever they want to do. They need support, they don't need support, it's up to them. What else could we do? I mean, obviously, green energy. I mean, focused on that. That would create some jobs. One thing that every time I go out, I see all these telephone poles. And I'm like, why isn't there a vertical wind generator on the top of each one of them? And why isn't there a conical solar array on every one of them so it gets hit by the sun all the whole day? I don't get that. It seems like such a waste. So yeah, I think we need to go to renewable energy. That's the first thing. First 100 days, I'd work on enacting that if I were president, which I'll never be president. People, I've got too many skeletons in my closet that would come out, and I know that other presidents had skeletons in their closet, and I guess if I was as vulgar and outrageous as Trump, the media would pay attention to me, and I'd probably end up getting the votes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have $1 billion. I can't suffer through that. So maybe Congress. I do want to beat Keith Rothfuss. I think Keith Rothfuss is worth beating. Pat Toomey would be even better. Pat Toomey doesn't care. I can write anything to Pat Toomey. I can anticipate his response. He does not care. He will not be swayed on any of his conservative opinions. Retraining of the police. Oh yeah, I think as far as police, the big thing that I would do, because I do think that we have rampant racism. We have KKK infiltrating law enforcement. This is a study that's been done. This is the truth. There are white supremacists in law enforcement. We have one in the White House right now. But we have white supremacist law enforcement. We do need to make sure that the law enforcement are trained. The biggest thing that law enforcement needs to be trained on is engagement with guns. They shouldn't be pulling their guns. They shouldn't be shooting people just because they're scared. I mean, that law enforcement is a dangerous job. But I think there needs to be reforms. Less militaristic, more serving the people. And we also need, there's a lot of reform there. There are better people than I studying that, and I would definitely engage experts. As far as affordable education goes, companies don't want to pay for training anymore. It used to be you could get an apprenticeship. Now you're getting unpaid internships if you're lucky. And I say lucky because you can get college credit for that, but in some cases, but I mean, they don't want to pay their entry-level employees either. And I think that affordable education is a good goal. I think if you're gonna, a company needs to pay for their training. So I think anybody who requires a college degree for jobs must pay into a fund to make college free. Obviously, it wouldn't be free for the corporations, but they're the ones who need to pay because they want the trainees who have the education. They need to pay a tax to educate the employee base. Because a lot of times the market will get flooded. You'll go to college and they'll tell you, okay, college, if you go to college, you need to go to college for example, engineering. And then an economic downturn happens, and there's less need for engineers, or the engineering jobs have all gone overseas, India, China, and there's no need for the engineers here. Well, guess what? That college tuition's wasted. So anybody who needs the engineers needs to pay a tax to pay for college tuition for engineers, and that way they have a pool of people to hire, and people who don't get a job in engineering after they get out because the market's flooded don't waste money on education, and they can go back and get education for some other field. Because if you've done engineering, you got a lot of math, you got a lot of science, you can get another degree in fairly short order, but not if you don't have the money. So that's how I feel about college. I think the people who need the college degrees in the business, they need to pay for it, period. So that's where I would go with that. Also, as far as engineering goes, speaking of engineering, I would, okay, David, have a good one, and good seeing you on. If you can join another day, that'd be great. Love talking about this kind of stuff. Speaking of engineering, I would encourage the space program, because NASA, more stuff has come out of NASA that has gone on to give us technology that increases our standard of living than most of the other parts of government. For example, the drug war. Big waste of money. Billions of dollars wasted on the drug war. Billions. We could put that into the space program, and we would hire engineers, we'd hire mathematicians, hire all kinds of people, and it would be an investment in our economy. Any other topics? Thanks, David. Have a good one, man. I'd love to add you all on camera. I guess it works like a hangout. I'm gonna have to try that, but I'll do that next time. I'll add people on camera before I actually start working out. I'm not gonna stop to do that right now, but I can read your comments. So if you comment anything, I will try to catch it. I only get 2 spaces, so if a bunch of you comment at once, I'll probably miss comments. But you can ask me anything, any topic. I'll answer if I want to. I know there's a lot of women who have joined on this. Women, run for office. We still have men in charge, and they're in charge of things that affect your health and things. So if you can, run for office. If you need help on a campaign, I'll see what I can do. But definitely run for office, wherever you are. But in the United States, women are definitely outnumbered by the men in office, and we need to change that. Especially when it comes to women's health issues and things like that. But, let's see. It's funny that I never really run out of things to say, but this is a one-sided conversation right now because David left and he was the only one asking me things. But you can comment anything. I'll see if I can talk on it for a little while. As far as this goes, I have a hard time finding exercise that doesn't affect my back. This doesn't affect my back. This doesn't hurt me. So this works out. I have done it 85 minutes straight a couple times, then I got sick. Being sick and exercise is no fun at all. I rested, and I'm not sick anymore. Got a little bit of a lingering cough, but I'm doing pretty well. So I'll get 60 minutes done now. After my kid goes to bed, after Caitlin goes to bed, I'll do another 25 minutes. Now, this will be 2 pounds a day. My doctor wanted me to lose 20 pounds by January. I will have lost a lot more than that by the time January hits if I stick to this, which I will. I am determined. And I'm getting my health in order. And when I get my health in order, I drop the weight, because I think that's going to be a big thing. You run for office and you're fat. I mean, look at what happened with Chris Christie. They always went after his weight. Everybody went after his weight. And one of the serious questions that came up was, is he healthy enough to run for office? Well, I am not going to have that problem. I'm getting rid of that problem. So when I run for office, because I am going to, I'm going to at least run for the House. Maybe the Senate, but probably the House. I want my health in order. I don't want that to be an issue. And plus, I'm doing a lot of it for me. I mean, I want to look better, feel better, and the diabetes needs to go into remission. I was diagnosed with it about at the end of August, and first time my blood sugar has been out of line. So I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, that's one of the goals. But all kinds of reasons to lose weight. I've had them for a while. I've been losing weight since 2011. Just slowed down. It stagnated pretty good. I lost 10 pounds between the last time I went to the doctor and the time before. I lost 10 pounds, but 10 pounds in a year is not much. So this will make it go down more, and I'll be in the habit of doing this. So, anybody have any questions, any topics you want me to talk about? Because this will get really boring if I stop talking. I don't want to stop talking. See a lot of friends on here. May have come and gone, I don't know. You know, one thing that bothers me is the CHIP program was supposed to be expiring. And the Republicans didn't want to renew the CHIP program. I don't know what's going to happen with that. That's how my kid gets services right now to the state of Pennsylvania. I think the state of Pennsylvania will pick up the slack, but that's going to be a budget shortfall for them, for this government, and it's no good. Now, how can you get rid of a 20-year program that helps disabled and poor kids? It's heartless. But, you know, that's politics for you. It's pretty heartless. There's some heart in politics, but, you know, it's not the majority right now. Talk about something upbeat and positive, weird, absurd. It's up to you. I can't add you on camera. I wish I could right now. I'm going to try that next time. Like I said, it might be like a Google Hangout type of deal. Maybe I'll just do a Google Hangout. YouTube gives you a chat. I was thinking about doing YouTube Live. Baby, what should I talk about?
I'm looking for a sitter on care.com.
Oh, you're looking for a sitter on care.com? Yeah, we're going to the ballet on October 28th. It's a ballet that Jeannie has been wanting to see, and she told me about this years ago, a few years back, and I saw that it was the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater was doing it. So I bought tickets, and I bought good tickets, but the problem is somehow the tickets I bought were for 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. was the showing I wanted to go to. I must have clicked on the wrong link. I must have been. I don't know. But it ended up being 2 p.m. So we're looking on care.com for a babysitter for Caitlin, because she's going to need somebody to watch her. She's going to need somebody to watch her. Somebody who's experienced with kids with autism and stuff like that. But it really doesn't take that much to watch her. She needs fed at certain times, and you know, she goes back and forth between her room and the living room. She does exercise with this. She uses it 20 minutes a day. Jeannie's using it too, so they're both using this. Gregory doesn't do that, but he doesn't really need to. He has no weight on him, so
Yeah,
we're trying to put weight on the kid. Might end up getting him a universal machine at some point if I can get a good deal on one. Show him how to do weight training so he builds up a little muscle, because that's what he really needs. Maybe I'll have him use that chainsaw I bought. Bought a chainsaw. A tree fell in my yard. I'm gonna have to cut it up.
I told him not to cut his leg off.
Yeah.
He wanted to be like Darth Vader.
Oh, he wanted to be like Darth Vader,
Yeah.
so he's gonna cut both of his legs off and stuff. Well, he's got to burn them if he really wants to be like Darth Vader. In lava. And we don't have any lava near here, so that's not going to work out too well.
Unless the floor is lava.
Well, the floor is country music, so my feet shouldn't be on it. Is anybody still on here? Do you still see people on? I don't know.
I'm not.
You're not watching it?
No.
Oh, because you can hear my voice.
Well, I can go right across the table, too.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's only me.
So, oh, you're the only one watching, so people got on and off.
Yeah.
So I'm talking for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if this video will play later, but man, I wish I could have added people on camera earlier. I'm gonna have to next time I'll wait and I'll add them on camera. Maybe we can hang out. Hey Dale, how's it going? Yeah, people watching me pedal with this probably isn't too exciting. I'm talking about politics, but nobody brought up a topic. I think a lot of people got on and got back off. I think that's what happened. But if anybody's watching, I know Dale joined and Megan joined. If
I'm the only one here.
oh, you're the only one there. Yeah, they're joining and just dropping off. So maybe I'll schedule it next time. Maybe I'll hit finish. Okay. I'm just going to hit finish, I think. There we go. Alright. What the heck? I don't want to post the comment. I want to finish.